Hi, and welcome back to my playthrough of Talisman. And once more, I really want to apologize for all the major mistakes I did during the last episode. To be honest, it was really only one mistake, but this mistake really basically affected the whole gameplay that followed this mistake. And I think it was basically only that I basically counted wrong. So I think I said it would have a strength of 8, but I think it was only strength of 7 or whatever. Nevertheless, I was wrong. So when I defeated this dragon here in the middle region, I did that wrong. So it was not a win, but a tie. So first thing I will do, I will put that dragon back to the middle region here, to the hidden valley, I guess. This was the location. And of course this dragon had a strength of 7, so I illegally claimed this strength point here, which I will also give back, of course. Then, because I defeated this guy, I played my special ability, and this says you can draw a spell whenever you kill an enemy, and as I didn't kill it, I have to give back this protection spell as well. And I think then also, because I fought this shadow dragon here down to the right, I think this is also something I have not defeated then, because basically this led to the same error because of the wrong strength value I had there. So I will put this shadow dragon also back here to the plains. And of course I traded in this shadow dragon at the guardian in the outer region, and therefore claimed a craft token, which I will also give back. And I then stepped to this field one more time, and I think I defeated this blood horse here. Yeah, this was the Bloodhouse, so I never should have drawn this in the first place, because there was still this Shadow Dragon on the field, so I will also give that back. And I also claimed an craft point for this Blood Horse, which I will also give back. Then there's only one more thing to do, and I'm glad someone at Board Game Geek made me also aware of that. Because I didn't defeat anyone in the Lost Valley or in the Hidden Valley, I was not allowed to get this object here, this Trick or Treat object, which I will also put back to the Lost Valley. Unfortunately, I never used that Trick or Treat card really, so I wanted to do that, but I decided otherwise. So I think apart from that, this should be alright now. Good thing is the game is a little bit more balanced now, so as you might remember, we have this Cleric now in play, who, yeah, I think is a new character for the former Monk, and then this was the Magus, so now it's a Cleric. And I think, hopefully I put everything back to normal, and let's commence the gameplay, and yeah, start it off with a Terror Knight. So quickly just to show you, so here are the 3 cards back on the middle region, and let's show you one more time, and here you would see that the Shadow Dragon is also back in play. And let's really now do the game or the move for the Terror Knight. Okay, let's roll our die here for the movement, and that's only a 1. And I think, of course, I could go after the Cleric, but I think I will not do that, as I will go, that's tough, or maybe I will engage that. No, let's go to the graveyard here and roll our die, so still we can gain a fate token or a spell. Let's say 4, we will be ignored. Quickly move a roll for the werewolf, and that's a 4. That 1, 2, 3, and 4 down here, as you can see that. And now it's the turn of the Cleric. Roll a die here. That's a 6, so the Cleric could go to the chapel. I think this is what he's going to do. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we are here at the chapel and we have a good alignment. So let's roll our die. Oh, come on, that's a 2. This will be ignored. But I think I forgot already again a ability from the Cleric. It says anytime you are about to pray, you can gain 1 fate token back, and this is definitely something we will do here. So this is pretty cool. And now let's give the die back to the Terror Knight. So I think the Terror Knight will not lose his too much moves to go after this Cleric. It's not really a danger at this point in time, and really he wants to get to level up his craft, that he can go to the medium region. So that's a 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There is the werewolf. That's not really a problem. And to the left, let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There would be the Vampire Prince, but I think that's not really... I think we cannot beat this guy. Now let's get here to the plains. So we landed here on the field with a werewolf, but we don't have to, or we don't engage the werewolf. He will engage us when he will be moved. So in this case, there is no encounter with a werewolf. So let's just draw a card, and this says Night Coach, and this is also a card from the Blood Moon expansion, and it says if it's night, go to any given field in this region and then discard this card. And this is pretty cool because I can go up there to the Night Terror, and I think I will fight this guy because this can bring us some good or possibility to level up because of the trophy. So let's do that. So we will discard this coach and then we will move up here to the Nightly Terror. And really this time I double checked that several times. So during night, because of the Shadow Dagger and so on, we have a craft of 9 in total. So we have a base craft of 6 and then 3 for the Night Dagger or Shadow Dagger, and at its night, this Nightly Terror here has a craft of 7. So let's roll our dice. Red again is for the enemy. Okay, this time really that's clear. We have a higher craft, so we defeated this Nightly Terror, and we would be allowed to get that as a trophy. So let's roll our die. That's a 3. I think we will go up here. 1, 2, and 3 to the plains. So let's draw our adventure card, and this says, yeah, Sword of Mischief or so, and this is pretty cool. Because in a fight, this will increase your strength by 3. Really, it's 3. But whenever you are rolling a 1, you are losing this fight, and that's then independent of the of the overall attack value. So this is pretty cool, of course. Unfortunately, we just bought ourselves a sword, but there is a possibility to go to the alchemist, to the city, and maybe get rid of our sword over there to gain some back a gold. So not really cool, but this is really a great weapon which we'll definitely put into our possession. So let's put that here. So we really should go to the city now next, and yeah, try to sell that to gain back some gold. So let's roll our gold. By the way, I have decided not to mix the witch's broom with the riding horse. So you might remember we stole this riding horse from the dead magus, I think, or was it the monk? Cannot really remember. But we claimed that, and we still have the witch's broom. So, and I decided not to mix that. It really doesn't make much sense, because then I would be allowed to roll 2 dice, and then with the witch's broom I would be basically, I could then move freely on the whole region more or less. And this is definitely something don't want to do that. So whenever I am using one of those, I have to decide which one to take. So I will stick to the witch's broom at this point in time. So that's a 4, and I think we will go there to the other plane. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. pretty cool. And there is this follower waiting for us, and it says, okay, a good character cannot take this as a follower, but this is really pretty cool. This is a follower whoever gives me a yeah, more or less makes sure that I always have a spell in my possession, which is pretty cool. But this is only true during night. So this is really relatively cool card. Right now I have one card, and I really think of exchanging this when I cast this spell. I think next move I will use this one. So first take this into our team basically, and we have a big team already. So we have 4 followers already. So this is pretty cool. So we take this also in our possession, and next time I think we will cast this destruction card, and maybe to get rid of this Pantheon or something like that. I think this is something pretty cool. Okay, I think I forgot to gain a gold from this card that's on top of that. For the, I think for the Terror Knight he rolled a 1, so anytime you would roll a 1 you could claim a gold piece. So but in this case it's really a minor mistake or something I just forgot, and it's not really a problem, and nevertheless the knight is rich enough. So let's get back to the Cleric. Maybe one addition, so this is the card I'm referring to. So this is the treasure room, or basically in any time you would be rolling a 1, then you can take 1 gold from that. But I think really only this happened now only once, or maybe twice, I cannot remember. It's more important for the Cleric, so right now we should really concentrate on pushing him up a little bit so that he can come closer to the Terror Knight. Now let's roll our die here, and that's a 3. And yeah, I think we will go to the city up there, so 1, 2, and 3. And there we will sell our sword again and gain 1 gold for that. This is definitely, I think we pay 2, but yeah, whatever. At least we have, let's say, some gold now back in our possession. And this would already end our turn here. Going back to the Terror Knight. And again, this is a 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's another dragon. But now our strength, that's really tough. 3 plus 3, that's 6. I think really this time it's a 6 spike. I could really try that, because I could discard my Guardian here. No, I cannot. So I think first of all I will cast this before I moved. Yeah, so I can play this destruction card, and I can take 1 card from that's yeah, shown on the board here, and discard that. I really will go for this Pantheon. This really drives me crazy. I don't want to have that, because it loses 1 possibility to draw some cool adventure cards. And now because of my yeah, here this Apprentice of the Darkness, I'm allowed to draw, which allows me to have always 1 spell in my possession, and right now I don't have one. So let's quickly draw a new spell, and this is pretty cool. So this is a teleport spell, and this teleport could bring me to any field in the same region, but this does not count for the inner region, of course. This wouldn't be, or would be too easy then. So let's put the teleport to our character, and now let's resolve our 4. Not so sure how I will handle that. So right now we really only have a strength of 6. No, I will use my Witch's Broom and maybe just go, maybe go here to the plains on this side. No, I go down here to the, use a whole 4 for that one, and just draw an adventure card here. And this is a pretty cool card for, I think more for the Cleric, because this is a guiding light. And now we have to flip our daytime nighttime card today. So it gets a little bit better for the Cleric, and this will stay in in game basically until it's getting night again, and this has the same effect as the Witch's Broom. So anytime we would roll for our die, then we would be allowed to move up to that number, which is pretty cool. So we just keep that here, try not to forget that, to discard that, and I think that's pretty cool for basically for both players. It's really pretty cool card. So then roll for, and this is a 1. So this time we won't forget, we take one of these gold coins from this rumor. And yeah, I think we have to go to this field because down is the dragon and we are not bad. So we have a strength of 6. And the dragon also has a strength of 6. This might be a good chance because we would still allow to discard. No, let's go out down here. So I think we can really try to face this dragon. I think we can still avoid taking a damage. So let's face this guy here. This is a good chance to for the Cleric to gain some trophies, or let's call it experience points. Okay, so let's roll our die here. So red again is for the dragon. Both have now a strength of 6, and I also double check that. So it's daytime, so that's why the dragon only has a strength of 6. So let's roll our die here. Yeah, and this is pretty cool. So the Cleric actually won this fight. So he would now defeat this this one here, and I'm really thinking of leveling up. No, I think we will also go for craft. So we will directly exchange that and level up in respect to craft here, because he has a good weapon, so I think this should be fine for him. And yeah, this was a pretty good move for the Cleric. So let's see what the knight can do about that. Of course, we would have to roll for the werewolf, and the werewolf is pretty close here to the Terror Knight, but it's daytime, so whenever he would pass this guy, he would pass. So during night, you might remember, the werewolf would stop on the field. So, and you won't believe that, that's really a 2. 1, 2, and this is the first werewolf encounter in this game, so it took me 6 episodes now to actually roll for the werewolf, so let's quickly do that. So this is also pretty simple, we just roll our die, and this is a 6, and I think the 6 is actually a good result. Oh, come on. He's really lucky, this guy. So you can now choose. For once we could heal our complete life points back to the starting value, but we already are at full health. You could claim back your full fate tokens. We also have that. Then we could decide to discard any adventure card from the game board. Or, this is really pretty cool, you could decide to go to teleport to any given region on the field on the same region. And I think this is what we are going to do. I think we will go then down here to the Shadow Dragon here and see if we can defeat this guy. And, well, this is pretty cool. Yeah, I think nothing really happens, so, but of course the benefit is not too good, but at least he's not converted to a werewolf. Okay, let's get it back to the Cleric. So let's roll our die, and again this is a 1. One more time we would be allowed to claim that gold, and I think you really can use that. We would now discard this treasure rumor up there, and still we would need to move 1 space ahead, and I think we will just go here down to the forest. So then let's draw a card, and this is a Ghost Forest End. This is pretty cool, and this would allow us to you can basically discard any trophy or a trophy, and then would be allowed to get the full amount of spells, so up to your number you are allowed to actually carry or possess. And well, this is pretty cool, but we don't have any trophies, so we just keep this guy here. And this could be really cool for the Terror Knight, but he's far away at this point in time. Of course, he could teleport there. Or maybe he's... he can teleport either way because of his werewolf encounter. And I think he might be thinking of doing that. Because he has a trophy. Let's see. Let's just roll our die first and then see what happens. So it's still daytime. It's still this guiding light that's in place, and I think this is pretty cool. And I think let's roll our die, and this is a 4, so we will use the guiding light and go directly here to the fire mare to try to defeat that. But first, because this says we have to draw 2 cards, so there will be here. Then we would still have to draw 1 card. And what is this? Oh, this is tough. And this is a fallen angel. It has an encounter value of 1, so below the number of the fire mare, so we have to resolve that first. It's an event, so first of all we would need to flip the daytime nighttime to night. Now this would also mean we would have to discard this guiding light. And now let's see what this fallen angel says. Oh, come on. You have to discard all your fate tokens. Wow, if you don't have any, then you would lose 2 life points. Fortunately, we have a fate token, so we give that back. So, and then this will be discarded as well. Oh, this could be really a toughie for the Cleric if we would have drawn that, because this is basically his most important currency. And now we would have to fight the fire mare, but this time it's tougher because now it's night, so this has a strength of 6, and we also have a strength of 6. Yeah, I double checked that, that's true. So let's roll our fighting die here. Oh, it's really tough, come on. Bash. And this is a 6 and a 1. I don't have any fate token to reroll that value, so we would now have to discard or lose a life point. And because we lost a life, we also need to also give back the warhorse. This is now really tough. Come on, only because of this stupid fallen angel. Okay, so again he lost now 3 strength points, so this could really be a cool way for the Cleric to go after this guy. Of course the knight could claim back his warhorse at the graveyard, and as it's night he could use his witch's broom. So, but still, this fire mare will stay where it is, and I think we can then go over to the Cleric. So let's roll our die. That's a 3, 1, 2, and 3. Down there is this vampire prince, so we will not go there. There's not a chance. So we will go here to the plains. 1, 2, and 3. No, that's the fields. And this is another sword we would have drawn here. And this is the Sword of Truth. And characters with an evil alignment are not allowed to carry that weapon. It would give us a normal attack addition of 1 in a fight. And it says, if your attack roll is lower than the attack roll of your opponent, you can change your attack roll to the number of 6. Come on, this is not true. This is a tough weapon. I think this is great for the Cleric. Wow. Wow, this is pretty cool. So we will definitely take this because we have a good alignment. And this is really a powerful weapon now. And I think we could maybe then sell this Sword of Mischief. Wow, this is really a cool weapon. That was a cool move for the Cleric. And yeah, let's see how the Terror Knight can claim back his warhorse. Okay, let's roll a die. We still have our so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We could go here down to the Shadow Dragon, but we're definitely not going to go there because without our warhorse we don't have a chance. So I think we will then go here down to the field. So that's 1, 2, and 3. So let's draw our card, and this is for once an event, so it day will be now daytime, and this is pretty cool. Any character, independent in which region, can claim one quest from the sorcerer in the middle region. So let's that's pretty cool, and they both can do that, and of course both will do that. So let's start with the Terra Knight. So let's roll the die for the Terra Knight. That's a 6. So he would need to discard or give back 3 gold. Well, that's not too bad. Could really go for a quest reward card. So let's keep that in mind for the Terra Knight. Let's roll the die for the Cleric. Also a 6. Both could do that instantly. That's pretty cool. Of course, they don't have to do that right away. And I think this could really be a good chance for the Terra Knight to get back to the middle region without fighting the Sentinel down here or doing a raft or whatever. Pretty cool. So I think we can just stay where we are at this point in time. So it's the turn of the Cleric. Okay, that's a 6. Let's roll our die. To the right there would be the werewolf, but that's not a problem. To the south there would be the stables. No, I think this time we are not going to buy a horse. We really keep our money here. So let's go to the field of the werewolf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And this is a robber. And this has a strength of 3 because of the daytime. So let's roll our die. So where are the dice? Here. So we have a base strength of 3, but we could go for the, I think we will just take this Sword of Truth. Yeah, I think we will use that. So this will give us an additional strength, or we would have also the same strength as the robber here. And yeah, we still have this sword, and it has a special item. So in this case, it says when your attack roll is lower than that of your opponent, you can change your attack roll to a 6. And this time it is the case. 6 plus 3, it's 9. The robber only has a 6, so we defeated this robber here. Pretty cool. We claim that as a trophy, and maybe can exchange that at the Guardian in the forest. The sword is really awesome. So this is the roll for the Terra Knight. It's daytime, so we cannot use our Witch's Broom. There's the stables, and on top there is this. I think we really need to stay close to the graveyard because we are right now an easy prey for the Cleric. So let's go here to the stables to the right here. So let me just quickly show that to you. This time we don't have to buy a horse, of course. Yeah, I think we stay where we are, so we really need to stay close to the graveyard at this point in time, and still we are close to the Guardian here, which is also cool and gives us the possibility to level up later. Actually, the Cleric is doing pretty good, so I haven't thought of this, but she draw really cool items. So that's a 2. Let me just quickly check. So there's the planes. I think we will also go more in the direction of the Guardian here. So that's 1 and 2 to the planes. So that's again the treasure pit, and this is awesome, really awesome for the Cleric. So first of all, we would need to roll 2 dice to see how much gold is on this card. That's an 8, so we place 8 gold coins on this card, and of course we can already take us 1. Oh, that's really awesome. And now this is more or less, this concludes that. No, I think we can take up to 2 gold. Yeah, up to 2 gold, so even better. And yeah, this is pretty cool. And I think we could really go maybe down here to the village to go for some armor or so. I think this might also be good idea. Okay, but let's get back to the Terra Knight first. Okay, let's roll the die. It's still daytime. So to the right we could go to the village, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And again there's this stranger. And with the stranger we would, or we could use our I think this might be really a good idea. What's better? Let me quickly think about that. I think we will go to this ghost forest end, because we have a craft of 6, you would be allowed to have 3 spells in total. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go up there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we engage this stranger here. Let's draw 2 cards, 2 spells. And this is an anti-magic, not so good, but not too bad. And this is alchemy, and this is the same as the alchemist in the city. So we could trade in any object for 1 gold. Okay, that was really not so good, to be honest. I will have to discard this trophy here, and this will also discard it. Not really my best move. Okay, let's get it back to the cleric. So let's see, that's a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we would land here again on the field of this guardian. We can trade in our robber, and then we could level up, and of course we stay with a craft. So we are even with the Terra Knight here, and even have a stronger, higher strength than the Terra Knight. So really the cleric is really not doing too bad, to be honest. So let's get back to the Terra Knight, and I think this will be then the last turn for this episode. Once more, roll our die. That's a 1, and we will go here down to the plains, I guess. So let's. This is cool. This is the Master Witcher, or whatever you call that in English, and this is pretty cool. So the first character with at least 4 craft, he would basically fulfill a wish, and we have a craft of 6, and we could now choose. So we can go for a new spell, a gold coin, a strength point, or a craft point. And of course this is what we are going to do. So perfect way to give him 1 more craft. So we are back at 7. Back is good. So this is now a legal 7. But this is pretty cool. We have to discard the master here, sorcerer, and then let's get over to the cleric. Of course, we forgot to roll for the werewolf, and that's a 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll come down here closer to the cleric. Now let's roll our movement for the cleric. That's a 3. 1, 2, 3. There's the chapel, and I think we will go there. 1, 2, and 3. We have to roll again. We are full. Yeah, we have our full fate token, so we cannot before we pray. Yep. And this is a 1, and this says oh no, sorry. No, of course not, sorry. No, of course, we can heal for free, and as we lost a life point, we will heal instead of rolling the dice, sorry. My mistake here. Hopefully. This is not cheating, right? I think we all want to be... We will really do like the cleric and want to be a match to the Terra Knight. That's why I do that. No, really, I forgot that. So let's heal him up to his starting life value of 3, which is pretty cool. And I think this concludes the gameplay for today, the episode for today. I think today it was okay. I didn't do too many mistakes and errors. Of course, something maybe I did a little bit late, like forgetting to move the werewolf and so on. But I think this is pretty cool. There were some very cool moves for both for them. So the Terror Knight is leveled up also. Of course, he lost his warhorse and he really needs to take care of that. We had the first engagement with the werewolf. The Cleric really is doing pretty good, and I'm so proud of him, because I also already thought him dead, to be honest. And I think this concludes it for today. Hope you enjoyed it and hope to see you soon in the next episode. Bye bye!